Really anything. But yeah, if you guys have a question, you're welcome to just raise a hand and we'll just go from there. You got one right here.
Thank you.
How did you come up with the name Dayseeker?
It's not very cool.
That's the best.
We had like half of our first record written, and we really needed a name, and we couldn't think of one. And it's actually really funny because Zach plays drums in a band called Oh Sleeper, and yeah, we started kind of losing our mind trying to think of like a band name, and so we started just writing down like the song titles we liked and album titles we liked. And it's funny, we were all big Oh Sleeper fans back in the day, and we there was a song called Dayseeker on there, and then there was some day band or day album or something. Oh yeah, Daybreaker, and we just started kind of putting words together, and that's just how Dayseeker came out. And yeah, it's funny. I wasn't stoked on it at the time, but I kind of like it now. I feel like it's got like a ring to it, and it's on a name that's like confusing to pronounce for most people. It seems pretty straight to the point. So sorry to sound like a cruel to it. Yeah. Anybody else have a question? Yeah, how about you right there?
So obviously you've explored a lot of darker topics personally across this album. Is there anything that you do to kind of help yourself to like break away from that? Because obviously when they get dark places, you might break yourself during this kind of process.
I feel like it's weird. It only feels dark in like the process of making it, and then like when we have to perform it, I feel like I don't think about it a ton. I feel like the release is kind of, and letting it go is like recording it and like finishing it, and then it's like I don't know. And then when we do it live, and then like you see people connecting or relating to it, it feels like a different experience now, because it's like a really positive, like beautiful thing, because there's like a lot of people in the room who feel the same way that you do. So thankfully, I feel like performing is honestly like the payoff at the end of like writing a song that's like kind of sad or fucked up that I want to. Yeah, of course. Yeah, go ahead.
When you come back to Australia, can you please come back with the reports with me? So I saw you in Louisville, Fort Lauderdale, and Orlando, and we're fucking down to this thing.
Oh, thanks. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see if they're free. Who knows? Yeah. How about you or your bosses?
I'm just wondering how you cope as a band writing lyrics and not knowing how it's going to be taken to have this special moment to explain exactly the song and why it was written and the meaning behind it for you personally.
Sorry, what was the beginning of the question?
So the question is, how do you cope, not like writing music that's so personal to you with lyrics that may not be perceived the way that you've written it, and then having to hold on to this moment to explain it?
I feel like I think it's like the cool thing about songwriting is that it doesn't have to mean the same thing to every person that listens to it. Because I've written songs like Burial Plot was like a metaphor for like a broken relationship, but I've had like people message me saying that it like comforts them through death and stuff. So it's like I think it's like cool to write something and feel like it means something to you, but I think again it's kind of like when the song's done being written, it's like it's not mine or the band's anymore. It's like your guys' thing, and like if you find it a different meaning in it and it helps you in that way, that's like amazing, you know. Yeah. How about you?
Do you think you'll ever come to New Zealand? I flew in 10 hours ago just to see you guys.
We were in New Zealand, right? Last year?
Yeah, about a year ago we went there. It was Auckland and Wellington.
Yeah, not down south. Down south's way better. It's way better.
Is it? I don't know. We just go where we're told to go.
Wait for it.
My house.
Is Ash in here? Yeah, Ash is our Australian agent. He might be
It's over
there
there.
right now. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Everybody say hi, Ash. Yeah, no, Ash books us. Are you listening, Ash? New Zealand, okay? Yeah. Maybe one day. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, I think right here. Yeah. Yeah, Soulburn almost didn't Soulburn was supposed to be, we had like 2 or 3 days to finish the record, and it was just supposed to be kind of a spooky like interlude track, and then yeah, I don't know, we were laying down the instrumentation for it, and I started hearing like all these melodies, and I had all these like leftover lyrics from Bloodlust that I didn't get to use in the song, and so, they're both like interconnected lyrically, and so yeah, I kind of punished our producer, and I was like, I think I want to put vocals on it. So it's funny, I wrote the song like the night that I heard something, and I came back to the studio and we tracked it in a couple hours. But yeah, that like almost was not on the record, and I'm very grateful it is. It's a cool, like, I don't know, it's like a moment to breathe in the middle of the album. Yeah. It is. Yeah, how about you right here? Okay.
What's your writing process in regards to drums?
My writing process for drums. I'm a big fan of like funk drummers and jazz musicians, and so there's a lot of times in the new album, like Bloodlust specifically, where there's fills that like, it's almost like a pickup note, like I'll do a fill before like a punch. You know what I mean? So like, I kind of, when we were doing the album, Rory actually had the vocals finished and the guitar finished before I did drums, and which was really cool for me because I could go into the studio, and if Rory had like a part where he's like accenting something with his voice, or like I could kind of play around with that, like punch a cymbal with his vocal line or whatever. Yeah, it's all very complimentary. It's just kind of like I'll come up with like, I have like a computer program where I'll wake up in the middle of the night and be like, oh god, I have to remember this. You know? Yeah, I'll program like MIDI drums just so I don't forget it. Or like I'll even like sing it into my phone, like boom boom tap, you know, or whatever. Yeah. And then I'll kind of like build like this bank of like things I want to do, and then I'll try to like put them in places where I think they'll fit. So yeah.
Did you go in here? Yeah. Do you want me to start, or do you want to start?
I think we're all gonna say Chester from Linkin Park.
What was the question?
If there was one artist dead or alive, who would we want to work with?
Yeah, I mean that's what I was
He said Chester. I'll say John Mayer. Look, I really like John Mayer.
Queen would be cool. I'm a big Freddie Mercury fan. Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah. R.I.P. Yeah. How about you right here?
Personally, I think this is the best song on the world.
Thank you.
What's next?
We just finished.
No, it's funny. Every band's different. I know bands that are like constantly writing. I feel like we do an album and then we don't want to like look at like a studio for like a year or two. I think it's funny, like a label sometimes is like down your throat to put out an album like every 18 to 24 months. Right now we're more on like a 3-year kind of vibe, and I kind of like it because it's like, because even now I feel like we're planning like our headlining show for next year, and it's like, it's just, you end up like, I think Creature's like our 6th or 7th record, and then you just start thinking about like, okay, like what songs do we have to like kick out to make room for new stuff, and I think it's like, at the rate of if you keep putting out like an album every year or two, at some point you're gonna be just, I don't know, it feels like your set will get really convoluted, or we have to play for like hours and hours, which would kill us, so yeah, I don't know, I think we're just gonna focus on touring. We have like our whole, I think like we have plans booked out until like April or May of 2027, so we're just gonna keep going and see if people like this record and play more new songs, but yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we'll put out new stuff eventually, but I feel like we don't even want to think about that right now. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, maybe Crawlback, I don't know, but it's just because it's like it's no disrespect to songs like Sleep Talk and Burial Plot, but I've been playing them for like 6 years, so I'm just very tired of them, and so any new song is like a shiny new toy in our set. And yeah, we played Crawlback for the first time live last night, and it was like, sometimes but sometimes you play a new song and you don't know if like the crowd will know it would be interactive, and it was like so cool for all the new stuff to feel like there was so much like engagement and people would care. So yeah, I would say for me it's callback. I'm sure it's different for the guys.
Bloodlust, for sure. I mean, yesterday was our first time playing that song live. It was very cool. My personal favorite would be Shape Shift. That was just a fun song overall to play. I think there was a question back there.
Yeah, over here. Sorry, I can't see people.
I know, it's really dark over here, sorry.
I was just wondering, for each of you, what was the most challenging song to write? Drums or
I feel like Nocturnal Remedy was like hard in the sense of like it was one of the last songs we did for the record, and as a singer, your brain starts kind of turning to like mush at the end of an album because you're trying to think about like what can I do differently, and so that song, I second guessed that song a lot before it came out, and that's why we leaned into like falsetto vocals for like the verses and trying to keep it more chill. But yeah, that was like, I don't know, that one didn't come easy. There's some song like Creature in the Black Night I wrote in like a few hours, and then that song though I had to sit with for a couple days, and you just start second guessing everything when you're finishing a record because you're very in your head about it. But for me it's Nocturnal. I don't know about the guys. So.
When we were recording the album, for whatever reason, Meet the Reaper and Nocturnal Remedy really kicked my ass. I don't know why, but there's like some accents on like the hi-hat stuff happening in those songs, and I just take after take, I like couldn't freaking get it. And like eventually we got it, but I was like, oh shit, man, like this is kind of kicking my ass right now. Yeah, probably those two songs for me. I don't know, but maybe the riffs and Shape Shift.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. How about you in the back here? Yeah.
Kind of dumb. What's your favorite thing about Australia, like when you come to Europe? Okay, cool. I saw it ask.
Your accents? I don't know.
Is it
No,
the
it's just-
or kind of thing?
It's what?
When we say oh no?
No. You guys like being called cunts, which is kind of weird. I was talking about this morning, and I was like, because I think like, because we supported Thornhill a few years ago, and I think I called the crowd like a bunch of sick cunts, and I got like a standing ovation. So I'm like, we were talking this morning, I was like, I didn't call them cunts last night.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's definitely not Vegemite. I was ready for it. It's a little bit of it's fine. Honestly, it's y'all. It's the people here. It's everyone is so like upbeat and positive and just like, hey, we'll get it done. Like it's just like, even in America, I don't need a lot of people. Like I have like my friends and the people that I like hanging out with are those kind of people. But it's like all of you guys are just like stoked, and it's really cool to be around. It's really refreshing. Australia is definitely my favorite country to tour to. I love how you guys have good coffee machines at any like mom and pop shop. And Matthew's too. I just had it. It was Mitch. He was hyping up McDonald's coffee. So I did, yeah. Yes, of course. Next time. We'll do it next year.
Is anybody like super far in the back who has a question? I feel like they don't. They're not curious people back there. Yeah.
How do you take the concept of a heavy song and put it into like little prizes?
So sorry, I can't hear you.
How do you like take the concept of a heavy song and make it into like a nice, beautiful recital?
I don't know. I started like playing the guitar, acoustic guitar was like the first thing I did when I was 15, and then I just did like a singer-songwriter thing when I was in high school for a while, and then so I don't know. And it's like fun to kind of take our songs and like switch them to different keys and kind of play around with it. So it's funny. Yeah, we were on tour for like 3 months up until a couple weeks ago, and then I had all these ideas for how to redo the songs, and then I had to like refigure them out on piano and put them together. It felt kind of like I had to figure it out quick because we did all pop up in LA like a week after we got home from tour. But I don't know. Yeah, I think it's probably just stuff I figured out when I was a kid when I was learning how to play guitar, and I don't know. You just put a bunch of ambience in the background and some nice pretty stuff, and they turn out okay. Yeah.
Is that where you're more comfortable there?
It feels like more familiar, but like it is fun though to not worry about like playing an instrument and just like focus on singing and just like be with the guys. Because I feel like when it's just me, it feels more nerve-wracking because it's like more exposed. Like I feel like when we're a band together, I can like chill because there's like 4 different people who can fuck something up, not just. Okay, I think we have time for just a few more. Yeah, how about you here? Sorry, favorite what?
Favorite music videos?
Oh, Crawl Back to My Coffin, for sure. Yeah. I like explained what I wrote the song about, and the videographer, he's this guy Jensen, he does like so many cool music videos in our scene, and he had this whole idea of like each woman I encounter represents like a different emotion or feeling, and then he was like, yeah, we'll make them like elements of the earth, like fire, air, and water, and yeah, it was just, he killed it, he knocked it out of the park. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, it was fun to shoot because I kind of expected everything to be like CGI, and we're not even really in a graveyard, and it's like, we walk into like this warehouse and they literally dumped like a ton of soil on the ground and built a graveyard in this warehouse. I was like, what the, like I wasn't expecting that. It was a really fun shoot for sure.
For me, it would have to be Pale Moonlight. The video where we shot it, apparently they shot the second Iron Man, American Sniper. So it was a really cool like movie set, and there was like over like 50 people that were in like production that were involved. And it was, I mean, we did the band shots like at midnight, and then Rory had to stay till like 6 in the morning, and it was like freezing. People dancing around him, it was just shivering because it was so cold that night.
Yeah, it's crazy. Music videos take like, yeah, Pale Moonlight and Callback, we did 2 days back to back, like 12 hours each day. They take like a very, very long time to put together, but very, very worth it for sure. Yeah. Okay, does anybody else have a question? You're right there.
Which artist inspired you guys to listen to music? And I guess pick the instruments that you guys play.
For me, yeah, Linkin Park was a big one. I really liked like Yellow Card when I was younger. Dashboard Confessional, it's like super emo shit. I'm a big Dallas Green fan, like huge fan. I don't know, yeah. Architects are great, yeah, just good shit.
When I was in like elementary school, you could audition for the band, and it meant that you got to like leave math class. That's literally the only reason I'm here. I hate math. But then once I actually did fall in love with drums, I really liked it. It was very like visceral, very like percussive, you know what I mean? And so funnily enough, my mom showed me Dave Matthews Band, and that drummer was just like doing crazy stuff. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And so I tried to start emulating what I heard on that album. It just hooked me. I don't know why. It's like the only instrument that like guitar is cool, piano's cool, don't get me wrong, but like you can beat the shit out of a drum set, and you're still like making music. And I don't know. I just found that like fascinating, I guess.
I think I have similar taste to Rory. Like, it was like very an emo kid in high school. From the U's, Taking Back Sundays, Circus Survive, and then I got into like heavier stuff. And then also just like Australian bands just rip. Like Polaris, North Lane, Thornhill. Yeah, the whole metal scene rips over there.
Cool. I think we have to wrap the Q&A, but we want to say thank you guys for coming. It's gonna.
Thank you so much.